So, back to Ukraine. The invasion of Ukraine by the Russian Federation was illegal. I condemn it in the strongest possible terms. Also, the Russian invasion of Ukraine was not unprovoked. So I also condemn the provocateurs in the strongest possible terms. There, that's got that out of the way. We do not willingly raise our sons and daughters to provide fodder for your cannons. In our opinion, the only sensible course of action today is to call for an immediate ceasefire in Ukraine. No ifs, no buts, no ands. Not one more Ukrainian or Russian life is to be spent, not one. They are all precious in our eyes. So the time has come to speak truth to power. You all remember the story of the emperor's new clothes. Of course you do. Well, the leaders of your respective empires stand in one degree or another naked before us. So, from the 4 billion or so brothers and sisters in this voiceless majority, who together with the millions in the international anti-war movement represent a huge constituency, enough is enough. We demand change. President Biden, President Putin, President Zelensky, USA, NATO, Russia, the EU, all of you, please change course now. Agree to a ceasefire in Ukraine today. That, of course, will only be the starting point, but everything extrapolates from that starting point. Imagine the collective global sigh of relief, the outpouring of joy, the international joining of voices in harmony singing an anthem to peace. John Lennon pumping the air with his fist from the grave. We've finally been heard in the corridors of power. The bullies in the schoolyard have agreed to stop playing nuclear chicken. We're not all going to die in a nuclear holocaust after all, at least not today. The powers that be have been persuaded to drop the arms race and perpetual war as their accepted modus operandum. We can stop squandering all our precious resources on war. We can feed our children. We can keep them warm. We may even learn to cooperate with all our brothers and sisters and even save our beautiful planet home from destruction. Wouldn't that be nice? Your Excellencies, I thank you for your forbearance.
Мы с вами только что услышали пронзительный анализ происходящего со стороны Роджера Уотерса, одного из видных активистов современного антивоенного движения. Господин Уотерс последовательно выступает против войны и насилия уже несколько десятилетий. Этой темой пронизаны его известные во всем мире песни. И тот факт, что он захотел выступить перед нами, свидетельствует о крайней обеспокоенности международной творческой интеллигенции, да и вообще людей. Куда движется наш мир?
We've been brought together today, once again, to hear another version of why Russia's brutal invasion of Ukraine is actually the fault of Ukraine or Ukraine's partners, or in Mr. Waters' words, Ukraine friends who are provocateurs. We unequivocally reject the victim-blaming notion that Ukraine's self-defense is the obstacle to ending this war. No one wants peace in Ukraine more than Ukrainians themselves. It is Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity that has been violated, not Russia's.
Mr. Waters knows so little, but he seems to know it so fluently. In 1979, Pink Floyd came up with a song, Another Brick in the Wall. The same year, the Soviet Union invaded Afghanistan, and after the invasion was condemned by Pink Floyd, the band was banned in the Soviet Union. It is ironic, if not hypercritical, that Mr. Waters attempts now to whitewash another invasion. how sad for his former fans to see him accepting the role of just a brick in the wall of Russian disinformation and propaganda. When I hear the Russian envoy speaking about yet another newly invented version of the goals of the so-called special military operation to be accomplished, all I can tell him is pigs might fly. I hope he gets what it means in English. I'm sure Mr. Waters, an Englishman, does.